Hello, Crystal here and welcome back to Floating Island Challenge. Now we're starting off today in our villager trading area. I have actually finished it, well mostly anyway. So, you've seen all my librarians of course. I've now covered up the hole on the rail line where they were coming down. We've got a few farmer villagers in here as well. I haven't really traded with them very much, it was just to get them locked in really. I've got the rest, I've got some more villagers in here. These are the ones I brought down from the village breeder. I finished off this wall here. I've just used the polished basalt because I mean part of the ceiling is polished basalt and I think it just finishes it off nicely. It's not too busy but it has a bit of interest. This bit up here is also done. I've put a load of these in. I've got a few more villagers in there. I haven't traded with them or anything, it was just so they were in here. There's these ones and a couple over here. I've closed up the hole at the end. I haven't entirely decided what I'm going to do with this wall here. I'm thinking maybe I'll put this stuff in, but I haven't entirely decided. Outside, I've started clearing up a bit. It was looking a bit messy. So of course the village breeder, the storage area is gone. They're underground over there. I've been cleaning up the rails which were around. There's quite a lot of pathways still around from when it was a village, and I've cleared a lot of them up. They're not all gone, but mostly. There was a nether wall area over here that I've moved, and the sugarcane's gone. There's still a few bits that I need to clear up and make homes for rather than just around. I've moved the trees, I've got some spruce over there growing. So today's plan, one of them, the first thing I guess, I want to do something with our nether portal. I've moved a little bit, it's a couple blocks higher now. I think I'd like it to look a bit more interesting than just sitting here. So I've got black stone, I've got the last of the basalt that I had, a couple bits of crying obsidian. So I've changed it a little bit from what it was on the time lapse. I've got some crying obsidian there to add a bit of different colour to it. I wanted it to be more curvy, more of a circle than anything, but found it quite difficult to do. But it's got a nice curve at the top, and this looks quite reasonable. So I'm really happy with how this looks. Okay, so my next plan is to make a wool farm. I'm making it underground because it's going to be an automatic wool farm. It's not going to be one of the really fast ones that uses observers and then that sees the grass getting eaten, then it fires the dispenser. It's not going to be one of them. That's a very fast one and I don't really need it. I don't actually know if I have enough room either for the one I plan to make. But it is the one I am going to make is using dispensers and a minecart and hopper and all that stuff. But it's going to be run off a hopper clock because I don't need it to run all the time. So I'm going to lay the rail down here. The sheep are going to go in little pods. The rails are going to be here and there's going to be grass on top. And then the sheep will be in pods on top of the grass. I might need to dig the room out a little bit more. Not entirely sure. So we're going to need loads of stuff. Okay, so I'm going to have a hopper clock. Probably over there actually. Let's just dig out a little bit over here. Wandering trader. Right, I'd like cactus and I'd like some bamboo and I'd like some more sand, please. Ooh, cactus. Oh, and a red mushroom. I might get that as well. Excellent. I've been waiting for Wandering Trader for a while. Okay, so how we've got it is I put items in the hoppers, so I move the redstone block backward and forward. Doesn't really need to be a redstone block actually, it can be anything. The observer sees it comes in front of it, it fires a pulse, the pulse sets off the dispenser line, and it also comes over here with a delay and sets off the minecart, which goes around and will come back and stop. Let's see, let's chuck a few bits in and hope it works. There we go, it's setting off a pulse. There we go. Let's pop a minecart that. And that sets off that. This meanwhile will come up here. I think it needs to be on top of the block as well. Yep. Of course, so the clock isn't going to be that fast. I mean, that's only got not very many items in. So it'll be a lot slower than that. But that's the general principle of it. Of course, I need to finish it off. I need to get more grass in, sheep in, a collection system. This is what we've got so far. I have all the dispensers in. I've got the redstone line and repeaters at the back. Here I've put the collection system. The rail goes around, and down there is a couple of hoppers under the rail, and that leads up into a dropper tower, and it will drop the stuff up into this chest. Now the way I've done it, it's not going to be the fastest ever, which is what I want. Therefore, this should be enough storage. I obviously haven't quite finished. I've still got to put the rest of the floor in here. I haven't started this bit off yet. I haven't done the little pods for the sheep. And I haven't actually decorated. I've taken all the other bits of stone out, like the andesite and granite and whatnot, and it's all just plain stone. Now, to keep this as grass, you shouldn't put a solid block on it. So I'm going to use some of my glass to go in front of each of the pods so I can see what's in them. Now I know what's in them. What colour that's in them. And then I'm going to fill up the rest of the bit with azalea leaves. And the sheep will be in the little pod in there. Won't be able to see them really well, especially the ones in the corner. But, you know, I think that's okay. Okay, so before I finish off decorating, I'm going to try and get the sheep in. This is going to be fun. I think I'm going to have to use azalea leaves as well. I might just dot them around. So we now have all our sheep in. We've got a couple of black ones in, a brown one, a dark grey and light grey, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to dye with the sheep. All the ones that are colours I don't want, that is. Lime and green. And then we'll go cyan. I'll be black, brown, light grey, dark grey. I've done cyan. Let's do light blue and blue. Then pink, magenta, purple. Yellow, orange. Right, here we go. This is a completed room. I put the different colour walls on the back. That's actually corresponds to what sheep it's by. I've only got a plain ceiling, got the lamps, the lanterns in to make it light enough. It's got the minecart underneath going to collect all the wool. The dispensers run off a hopper clock rather than observers. The items are going up to the surface using a dropper line, and there's a chest at the top that is collecting them. It's fairly simple. It's not really high tech, but the point is it's going to produce lots of wool. Lots of wool. I've got a little way down here to get in to have a look at these bits. I forgot I'd left a chest here. And then up here, this is the way in and out. Anyway, so it comes up here. I need to fill in the hole I made actually. And this is where it comes out at. All of the wool is in here, of course. Now, this may seem like it's the middle of nowhere, but I'm actually going to make my storage room here. I was going to make it underground under the house, but then I've decided not to. I'm not sure exactly what my storage room is going to look like. But the next thing I want to do is actually to move the animals, because this isn't going to be where they stay. I'm going to move them maybe over there or over here. I'm not entirely sure. So I've made these two little enclosures. This is be for the sheep and for the cows. I want them to be fairly large. And have uneven shapes as well. So we got curvy walls, a few straight bits, and then I've got the kind of bushy hedge bit at the back. Just sort of look a bit more interesting. Plain square wall, I guess. I mean, yeah. I'm going to put a few lights in here. I've got some jack-o'-lanterns and moss carpets. So I'm going to put them in the floor. Right, so we now have our sheep and cows in. So yeah, plenty of lights in the floor. I bred up the cows and the sheep. I had a few escape on the way over, so I bred them up again. And the sheep are in here. So I think this looks pretty nice. Quite natural looking, which is what I wanted. I just need to get the pigs and the chickens in now. So that'll be my next plan. Do a sort of similar thing with the walls and the hedge here. Although I might bring them over here to have them on this side, because they don't all have to be in a line, of course. So we finished off the sheep and the cow bit. I've added a tree for each. And there's some flowers around, a bit of grass. I've added podzol and coarse dirt here to look like a bit of a muddy area. And the same things with the cows, little coarse dirt, podzol, a tree, a bit of long grass, a few flowers. I've got the pigs in now, they've got the same. I've added a bit of the podzol course here to look like mud. And last, the chickens. So yeah, these look really nice. I think they look quite cute and fairly natural. As natural as Minecraft can be, that is. Right, so that'll do it for me today. Thank you very much for joining me. If you've liked this episode, please leave me a like. And while you're down there, please subscribe for more. And I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.